Hey everyone, it's Tom here. We are back with another edition of Punnit, the competitive wordplay game show podcast. I have got two returning legends of the game here that I will introduce very shortly, and one newbie. But just before we get into that and all the rounds and all the puns and all the fun we always have on this show, I just want to remind you that you can support the show in many different ways. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. You can leave comments down below, any puns that you can think of. We're on TikTok. We've just passed the 1,000 follower mark on TikTok. We're popping clips over there every day. So it's really great to see people that are listening and engaging. And in fact, we've got some new contestants coming up in some future episodes that have discovered the show purely through TikTok. So we'll put the links down below. If you really enjoy Punnit and you really want to give back, you can support us on Patreon as well. And basically what that does is it gives you access to the next episode a week ahead of time. And it also gives you access to all the classic episodes of Punnit, which are locked behind the paywall on there and have many appearances by two of our guests there. We're also on Spotify, we're on iTunes. Leave us a review, share amongst your friends, play Punnit in your WhatsApp groups. Just spread the word as wide as you can for Punnit. So, yes, as I say, we have two fellas here who are, esteemed in the Punnit Hall of Fame. And I must introduce, first of all, very old friend of mine, someone who was there in sixth form when we created Punnit, when it was originally just movies. That's pretty much all we used to pun. He's making his 14th appearance on the show. Danny, how's it going?
Yeah, really good, man. I've not done this in a while, so it's gonna be really fun. Yeah, that's so true. Like the categories were so broad back then. It was just like movies and whatever,
Whatever. It was
like
like movies
countries or
and
whatever.
yeah, movies
Yeah,
and birds. We did a lot of. Was like the big one there, but we
yeah.
eventually branched out into some. Well, we've got a lot of weird categories today, so I'm excited to hear what you came up with. And we also have making his, I believe, seventh appearance on the show, Tom Doyle. Tom, how's it going?
Hello, going well, thank you. Yeah, as Danny said, sort of we were both sort of from the old iteration of Planet, so
Or indeed.
good good to be get back on. Yeah, getting good to be getting back on it. Although so we say that the categories did used to be somewhat more sort of wide, but then was I listening back to an old one where I think we did South American capital cities and noises that animals make. So
I remember that.
we've done
We've
done
covered a
all
wide gamut.
sorts. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have. And we've played enough Punnit now that we have our own nomenclature. We have terms like people may have heard us say mash bandicoot, which is kind of when you come up with the most obvious pun that you feel everyone's going to say. And, people may be familiar. We also say Tom Doiling, which is a reference. I don't know the exact episode, but there was an episode where you didn't get any points in a round. But
I think
it's with love that we immortalized you, I
yeah,
must say.
I think it's I didn't get well, we used to do the quick fire rounds. I didn't get any
Yes.
points until the quick fire
Oh, I
round.
see.
And
Okay. Okay.
I got two or three then, but
Right.
it was sort of just like sort of there was a point where we thought I was going to get no points the whole episode. So that's kind of where it comes from. So yeah.
And they
And
would be with you.
oh,
Sorry, carry on.
sorry. I'll cut that. Let me go. And we also have a newcomer to the show, which is great to have. I think he was originally supposed to come on many years ago, but we couldn't make it work for whatever reason. Various pandemics got in between us. But we're back now with Punnit, and we're back with Stu. How's it going?
Yeah, good Tom. Yeah, been a fan of the show for a while. I feel like a bit of an underdog today, but pressure's off, so should be good.
And how has it been for you, like coming into this, having no prior experience of playing Punnit? Has it been a fun experience, a maddening one? Like,
Um, yeah, some categories definitely easier than others. Some kind of driven me a bit mad.
right.
Um, but then you sort of think that's quite a good one. It's nice when you find a bit of God. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it is. But
Well,
yeah,
yes,
it's been
yes.
good fun though. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yes. So our two rounds today, we are going for men's names and mountains, and Natalie Portman films and electrical appliances. So, just to, oh, sorry, Dan. Can you just can you keep this camera straight? Sorry,
Yeah.
bro. Just yeah, yeah. Okay. Let me just go back into it. Um, okay. So our two rounds today, we are going for men's names and mountains and Natalie Portman films and electrical appliances. So let's just unpack that first round. So men's names is fairly self-explanatory, really. And mountains, we're talking about any name of any famous mountain, of which a few are famous, I guess, and any terms associated with mountains, Punnit rules, the wider glossary. So, Tom, you're going to kick us off, please, for round one. What is your first pun for men's names and mountains?
So this one is inspired by my friend Andy's cat. So this is Mount Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro. Okay. Shout out to Andy's cat. And Stu, please.
I've got Trevorist.
Trevorist is nice. Mount Trevorist, yeah. And Danny.
I had Mount Rossmore.
Rossmore, yeah. I like Trevor. I like Trevorist. So Stu's on the board already with the first one. So Tom, your second, please.
I'm going to take one from Stu, which I think he would have liked to have done. I'm going to say Mount Stoogie.
Ah,
Oh my God, the namesake, Mount Stoogie. And Stu.
Himalayas.
Himalayas. Yeah, all the big mountains are being hit now. Himalayas, Mount Stoogie. Danny, please.
I had Matterhorn.
Matterhorn. Yeah, I like Matt. I like Matterhorn there. So I'll give Danny the point. But those are all very good. That was a good range of mountain puns, if you will. And Tom, your third, please.
So I'm going to do the same mountain that Daddy just did, but I'm going to go for Mount Matterhorn.
Matterhorn. Yeah, more fitting name, I suppose, for the locale. Stu.
Gavalanche.
Gavalanche.
That's-
Gavalanche. Yeah, that is a mountain term. And
That's
Danny.
basically that, isn't it?
I'll go for Mount Gazbek.
Mount Gazbek. I like Gavalanche. So Stu currently at 2 points. Danny at 1. Tom is Tom Doiling, but it's very early. Insanely early. Tom, your fourth, please, for men's names and mountains.
I'm going to go for Ben Nevis.
Yeah, Ben Nevis. Yeah, that was definitely there. Stu.
Mount Sinai.
Nige. Mount Sinai. Yeah. And Danny.
I'll go for Al Capitan.
Al Capitan. Oh, those are all good, actually. Do I like Sinige or Al? I like Sinige. Capitan, I do like as well. Ben's there, but I'll give Stu the point. Stu in the lead now with 3. So, Tom, your final one, please, for men's names and mountains.
I will go for Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah, Desuvius. I like that. Stu.
Joel Kano.
Yeah, Joel Kano. Sure, that's clever. And Danny.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro. I like Des. So I will give Tom the point there. So everyone gets a point. Stu at 3, Danny and Tom at 1 apiece. At the end of the episode, we will return, see if you've got any other ones on the board. But we push forward now to Natalie Portman films and electrical appliances. And fairly self-explanatory. Any Natalie Portman film she starred in, any electrical appliance you would find, in any sort of standard home or beyond. So, Danny, you're going to kick us off with this, please. Your first for Natalie Portman films and electrical appliances.
Yes, my first one. I'm going to go with the Oven Bowling Girl.
Yeah, the Oven Bowling Girl. Yeah, Tom.
I'm going to take what I assume is the Mash Bandicoot and go for TV for Vendetta.
TV for Vendetta. Yeah, excellent. And Stu.
Air fryerlation.
Okay, air fryerlation. What's the film? Sorry, there. Just clarify.
Annihilation.
Oh, Annihilate. Okay. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah, the Netflix. Yeah, I remember that now. I like Oven. So I'll give Danny the point there. So, Danny, if you can kick us off with your second, please.
Yeah. Second is Refrigerator.
4. Yeah, she was part of the MCU. Refrigerator 4. Tom.
Yeah. I'm going to go for Heated Blanket.
Heated blanket. An early role for her. Yeah. Heated blanket and Stu.
The Seventh Fryer.
Okay. Yeah. The Seventh Fryer. Yeah. I like heated blanket. There's a quaintness to it that I find quite charming. So, Danny and Tom are at 2 each now. Stu at 3. It's a very close game, very high level game. Danny, your third.
Okay. Third is Stove Strings Attached.
Stove strings attached. Yeah. Was that with Ashton Kutcher was in that? I think Stove. Strings?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And Tom.
I've got Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Phones.
Phones. Yeah, Attack of the Phones. Yeah, I like that. Simple. Stu.
Lucy in the Sky Plus box.
Sky Plus box. Phones. I'll go with phones there. I'll go with phones for Tom. So Tom and Stu at 3 apiece. Danny at 2. Danny, you're 4 for Natalie Portman films and electrical appliances.
Okay, we go for V for Fandetta.
V for fan. It's coming back now. Word to Alan Moore. And Tom.
I'll just skip my about 4 that I've got with fan because I feel like that was a gift. But I'll go for Freezer Zone.
Freezer Zone. Yeah, Freezer Zone. And Stu.
Attack of the Clove Steamer.
Okay, close steamer. I guess we didn't award it for TV for Vendetta, so V for Fandetta. I'll give Danny the point there. So you're all at 3. You're all at 3 apiece. So Danny, your final one for this round, please.
Final one is Lee Ion.
Lee Ion. Yeah, Lee Ion. Sort of the role that made her. That's good. Tom.
That was going to be my last one. Right. This is one which I didn't want to use, but right. I'll go for Avengers Blend Game.
Blend Game? Yeah, Blend Game. Sure. And Stu.
Using one I didn't want to use as well. Jane Got a Glue Gun.
Your glue. I like Lee Ion.
I had Jane Got a Glue Gun too.
Did you?
Yeah.
It is an appliance. It is an electrical appliance.
Yeah. That's out of the box thinking.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Great.
But Lee Ion. I think the Danny's sort of the seniority there shining through there right at the end. So Danny currently leading with 4 points. Stu and Tom at 3 apiece. So it really is all to play for. We have 5 points left as we enter the 3rd round. So as you guys be familiar at home, and I just explained to the gentleman before we did the episode, we have changed round 3 now. So round 3 is no longer the awkward radio silence, heavy, grasping for a terrible pun sort of thing. I've already written the terrible puns. So basically what we're doing today is Harry Potter and violence. So how this works is I am going to read out a cue, basically, for a clue, a cue clue for the answer. And you've just got to be the first one to shout it out, okay? So again, Danny's at 4, Stu's at 3, Tom's at 3. So it's very, very close. Anyone's game here. So here's the first one. Someone has shoved a knife into the Hogwarts caretaker. Someone has shoved a knife into the Hogwarts caretaker. I'll have to time you out there. That's Stabrid. Stabrid there. I didn't say...
Filch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I was on the wrong character.
The caretaker is Filch. Like,
I'm not a pot.
Hagrid's the gamekeeper.
My bad. I've never been a big fan, but okay, we'll call that null and void that point then. So 4 points up for grabs. I'm sure I've got this one right. Harry's pet has been killed.
Deadwig.
Deadwig is good for Tom there. The Wizarding Village is leaking out. Yeah. Quite left brain, that one. That's Hogsbleed.
I don't remember what the village was called.
Yeah. I did have to look that up as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, the headmaster of Hogwarts has been cut open.
Dumbledore.
No. Although I guess that does work, really. So yeah, it was Dumbledore that I went with, but Dumbledore also works. Dumbledore. So Danny in the lead with 5, Tom at 4, Stu at 3. We have 2 points up for grabs. So Stu can force a tie break. Again, anyone's game here. Oh no, we have 1 point left. Sorry, because obviously Stab Grid was null and void as well. So here's the final one. So well organized. The female protagonist has been hurt.
Hurt Hermione.
I've already said the word hurt. It's not hurt.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hermione.
Yeah, hurt my knee.
Yeah. I'll go. I'll give Stu the point. It was actually, I actually had Hermione, as in harm.
Hermione. That makes a lot more sense.
But
yeah,
look, we got 5, 4, 4 on the board. Danny with 5. Well done, my guy. That was impressive.
Woo!
That was a close game. You know, I tried to scupper it there with a terrible 3rd round that was mostly incorrect factually. But well done nonetheless. How you feeling, my guy?
Oh, this is brilliant. I'm glad. I was worried I was going to be a bit rusty. Do this.
Yeah.
This is very happy with this so far.
And I guess we'll start with you. Did you have any puns for any of the other two rounds? Any good ones that you wanted to mention?
I think you've missed a round, Tom.
What's that? Sorry.
You've only done. Oh no, sorry. Ignore me. Cut me out. I'm being sick.
Sorry, it's all good, man. I'll
I've
just
got
go
my
back
notes in the wrong order and just cut around me.
No, sorry. Let me just cut back in. So Dan, we'll start with you. Is there any other puns that you thought of for any of the two rounds?
I think most of my best ones have been done, but I had for the mountains and Mount names. I had Mount Olympus, Mount Mount Shetna,
Yeah.
Kirk Jafel. If I pronounced that right, probably haven't. Mount Fujin.
Fujin. Yeah.
And I think that was about it. For Natalie Portman, it was just it started to clutch at straws, to be honest. It was stuff like Jackie Electric Blanket,
Sure.
like heater.
Heater.
and Stu, you got in there quite quick with a friolation. I had that as well. I also had a dryolation as well as backup. Like
Okay. Well, no, that's decent. And Stu, how was that? Your first game of Punnit?
Yeah, I did well on the one I thought I would, and not on the one I thought I wouldn't. So all expected.
Always the way. No, you were very good, especially on men's names and mountains. Were there any others for you, either the rounds that you thought you wanted to say?
Platoni.
Platoni, yeah.
Altitude.
Altitude.
Monty Blanc.
Altitude.
Yeah.
Rushmore-East.
Rushmore. I like that one.
Natalie Portman. Thinks somebody stole oven. I had the oven woman instead of the other woman.
Yes, the oven Berlin girl. Yeah.
I think that was about it. I think that was.
It was a valiant effort. And Tom Doyle, one of the regulars as well. Like, what about you, my guy? Anything else there?
I had a really I had a 3-in-1 for the mountain, which I wasn't sure about. So for Kilimanjaro was Philadan Jethro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I think was too much of a stretch.
That's ambitious. I admire your ambition.
I had I don't know if this really falls on the mountain. I know there's on the list, but like Cheddar George, I had.
Yeah, sure.
I had Able Mountain for Table Mountain, very biblical name, but
nice Able. Yeah. No, I like that.
And then I had Snowdonian.
Yeah, Neon. Yeah. Okay. Well,
for Natalie Portman, the other ones I had were mainly sort of, as I said, someone said fan, and I had that was such a gift. So Fannihalation, it's sort of.
It fits a lot. Yeah. It does.
And then the other one, I had the oven Berlin girl. I had the other Berlin grill, but but after oven was done, I was like, oh, that's actually better. So I'm just not. So
yeah. That was. I literally, because I have like a big Excel list of just stuff that I haven't done, and I just threw Natalie Portman electrical appliances together. I didn't think would this work, so I'm glad to see that there's some really good ones in there. So again, to anyone watching, anyone listening, comment, get in touch with me, thepunpodcast@gmail.com. If you can think of anything for men's names and mountains, or Natalie Portman films and electrical appliances, or indeed Harry Potter and gore. So that's just before we close up. Then I guess Tom, we'll start with you. Is there anything you'd like to promote, point people towards?
No, not really. You just always ask me this on these things. I'm always just like, I'm not a creative person. I've not got anything I want people to go and follow.
Fair enough.
Support Punnit, subscribe, all that nonsense.
Check out the old Punnit.
Yeah, subscribe to Punnit, man.
Danny, what about you? The artwork, right?
Nothing at the moment. If there's any other developments, I'll be sure to let you know. But got nothing on at the moment.
Okay, and Stu, yourself, sir?
No, not me. So,
okay, well,
yeah,
it's less work for me to put the links down in the description, so that's all good. So I guess, yeah, we'll just close by saying if you want to come on the show, if you've enjoyed today's episode, thepunpodcast@gmail.com. I'm always looking to get guests on. I will send you a Zoom call date. I will send you the sets of categories and you can just get to work. And, you know, I'm sure these guys can attest. It's a fun thing, really, putting these stuff together and doing it. So, yeah, that's about us. Go onto the Patreon if you want to support the show as well. Get in touch with me. As I just said, thepunpodcast@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, all that stuff. But Danny, Stu, Tom, thank you guys again.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
my pleasure. Thanks, man.